Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be we're going to be finishing up this vase that is part of this three-part series. If you didn't see this process, you can always go back and check my other videos. We started off with a trinket bowl. I went on to make this oval-shaped bowl. And then we are actually making a base to this three-piece collection. We started off using this, which we sprayed down with some oil spray. We also added this plastic wrap on here so it makes it easier to get off. So we did this halfway to the halfway point. We didn't go all the way around, and the reason why is because once this dries, you're not going to be able to get it off of this mold without breaking this piece in the middle. So we're going to do half, which is the reason why it looks like this right now, but we're going to wrap this. So it's going to look like this. So we're going to set this aside. Let's move these bowls over and let's get started. So you're going to need some paper towels, some thick paper towels. You're going to need flour and salt and water for this mixture. It's real simple flour mixture. There's many Papier-Mâché paste mixtures that are available online. You can always Google those if you don't want to use this type of paste, but it works well for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some water into this bowl, and we're going to mix it up to the consistency of like a pancake batter. So we're just going to keep adding and whisking. You'll want to make sure you get all the lumps out of it. You can always sift the flour. If you don't want to sift the flour, you can just use a whisk and whisk it up. Use your arm muscles and whisk it up. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more water. Give it that pancake thickness. I believe that's what it would be. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, so that is good. We will go ahead and start layering this vase. We're just going to cover this hole up. You won't need too many layers. Actually, I think I'm going to lay this like this first. Let you guys see this. We're just going to lay it right around here. This is the first time I had actually done a vase like this with this type of mold. I really liked this middle part, which I think just gives it a character. Take the next paper towel, we'll dip it in the batter, the mixture, flour paste mixture. You want to make sure that those are nice and saturated. This type of craft definitely does get very messy. You're going to want to put down some sort of covering over the area that you're working. You'll definitely want to put on an apron so it doesn't get all over your clothes. So we're just gonna layer this right across what we've already done, and that's okay. See how it's already forming into its own little neat, unique design? I absolutely love working with paper mache. It's something I got into quite a few years ago. I think during COVID. I think that's probably when a lot of people realized all the gifts they had, which is amazing. And I love using paper towels for this more so than I do just regular newspaper or any kind of paper, you know, recycled paper that you have around the house. It just is really, it just forms this unique design when I use paper towels. It kind of gives it that little boho effect. Vintage. Speaking of vintage, this is definitely an ancient art form that dates way back to BCE, before Christ existed. 200 actually, 200 BCE. It was called papier-mâché. They would make masks and they would make helmets and hats, and they did all kinds of things with papier-mâché because once it dries, it is very, very solid. It is very durable. I mean, as you can see with these bowls here, this trinket bowl, and it's fairly heavy. And it's very versatile, it's durable. Once you paint them or seal them, they will last forever. As long as you keep them out of the water. They're not very water friendly. If you do add water to them, they're just going to fall apart. But they're great for dried material, any kind of dried material that you want to put in them, dried flowers. You just don't want to add water. Do not add water, kind of like a gremlin, do not add water. It'll turn into a mess, disintegrate, literally into nothing. And you don't want that to happen with your art piece. We're just going to smooth that out. You're going to want to smooth this out. And don't worry about if you rip it, just keep smoothing it out. Works just fine, just perfectly. Okay, we're going to add a few more layers onto there. I think it's just rolling around. After we get done with these, once this dries and we go ahead and put this 3-piece collection together, it will be available on my website. If you want to check that out, it'll be linked below. Along with some other bowls that I've done as well. Are linked in that website. See how awesome that is? I absolutely love the shape You'll want to try to make sure you get all of the air bubbles out of it. Just keep layering, layering and layering and layering. I think what I'm gonna do, if I can get my hand down in this, I think what I'm gonna do is put a piece in there inside. See if we can pull this off. And drop that down in there. Oh yeah, I can get my hand down in here. I'm surprised I could get my hand down in here. You're just gonna want to press that up against the inside. And make sure it's sticking. Sounds like some thunder out there. We might be getting some much needed rain. It's been really hot in Florida this summer. Which I guess they say that's kind of good. It keeps the hurricanes away. That's good. So far that's true. So you just want to keep wrapping that. I don't know if that's thunder or my belly growling. Probably both. These things almost look like you're wrapping a mummy. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let's make sure this is all up against this. Inside of this base wall. Okay, that looks fantastic. Okay, so with most paper mache, at least this one anyway, you need to let this dry for about 72 hours. Once it dries, then it can be painted or watercolored, or we can add some sort of, embellishments or paper or more paper designs. I mean, whatever you want to do to the base. These make really great gifts as well too. When you're on a budget, when you're on a tight budget, sometimes it's just not easy to get out there and buy gifts for everyone. So this could be something that you could do at home for gift giving. Okay. So once this dries, we'll paint it and we'll get it on our website below. Till next time, you guys have a great day and join me in the next video because fall is coming up. It's fall, y'all. We're going to be making a big pumpkin candy bowl. Till next time, peace out.